Hello and welcome to NDTV. I'm Rohit Khildani. Joining me is Allu Arjun in Mumbai. How often does this happen that you come here?
Quite often.
Quite often?
Yeah.
Do you like the city?
I love the city.
And you have a lot of fans here. So any plans of being a regular here? We don't get to see you very often.
Well, I just want to buy a house here very soon and keep shuttling.
Right, keep shuttling. I'm going to take you back because we don't get to interview you very often. You started in 2003.
Yes.
With Gangotri.
Yes.
When you look back now on the sets of that film, what has changed? What is different now? What was that set like? If you could give us an idea.
Well, I had no clue when I was on that set. What I was doing. I was just directed by my director, and
right.
I didn't even know that you have to move after the word action. Now I move after action.
now you do a lot more than that. And then say 2004 Arya came. That was such a turning point right at the start. And then you did films back to back. The great thing about everyone down south is that there's so much work that you all do. Many films in a year. Every year there's a release. Is that hectic? Is that fun?
It's fun.
It's fun?
It's fun for sure. And it's also out of our choice.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think we don't cramp too much. I think 1 or 2 films a year, 2 films a year.
2 films a year. Back in the days, how it used to work in the Hindi film industry, everybody would just be like, okay, this is my friend's movie, just do it, and someone will sign it. I don't know how it used to happen down south, but now this has changed here, and only when they see quality, they see a good script, they see something substantial for them. Is this the trend you see there as well? That
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But have you done films just for friends, family?
I've done for family.
Right.
But luckily my family also makes good films.
Of course.
My dad, I've been working with my dad, and also I've done some. I have helped my family here and there.
Right.
Or family or well-wishers or friends, but that's just like, they just take a small stake in a film.
Right.
And we help them out. And that does not disturb the professional part of the film.
Okay. So that doesn't get disturbed.
No, not at all.
It's all right.
Not at all.
Okay, your last film is a huge hit. It's crossed. Firstly, tell me, when the idea came, when you all were going to start the film, was the idea somewhere to be bigger than Bahubali, be bigger than some film or the other?
No, nothing like that. No comparisons. We just wanted to make a Telugu film, which is an entertaining film.
All right.
It so happened that it also it went beyond our expectations. It would be a false claim, if it said so. We'd like to be very humble about it. We just made a simple family entertainer. We're very true to that.
Right.
I think the fact that we're very true to that, just worked wonders.
Wow. But were you all expecting numbers like this?
Not at all. Not even close.
So it came as a surprise?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
It crossed crazy numbers. I wanted to say these numbers also. $3.6 million in the US.
Yes.
That's crazy. Also, it's crossed Bahubali 1's collection. Not to compare, but Bahubali has made a benchmark for itself. So it's a great benchmark
I think
to
it's
cross.
an unfair comparison because, with all due respects to Bahubali, the film also came 5 years back. So you also have to calculate the inflation and everything.
And all that.
But I know that we all have that love in our hearts for Bahubali because it is an iconic film for all of us, and it's a gradually moving process that after 5-6 years movies do cross that landmark film and go ahead. It's just it's an ongoing process.
Ongoing process. So tell me, what connected with Ala Vaikuntapuramlu? What connected with the audience what do you think connected so well?
Honestly, I haven't figured it out completely. There's a lot of X factor which I still haven't figured out.
Right.
I think some parts of it we can guess because we were involved in the process. I think the music of the film really worked. I think the entertainment scope of the film really worked.
Right.
And I think the characterization of the protagonist connected well with the audience.
Yeah, it did. Are you involved in a lot of strategy, say when the music will come out? First it came out on YouTube with the lyrics. Do you take a lot of interest in this? Does it interest you?
Well, all of us are a part of it.
Right.
Like, ultimately it'll be it could be the director's call, it could be each person has a big role to play. When it comes to publicity, it's the producer's call, or the PRO's call. So it's a collective thing. We do also have a say, but it depends upon who leads that particular aspect.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you, when the first look is coming out, would you of course, you're the face of the movie. Would you take feedback and you give feedback as well? Let's have this in the first look. Let's have that in the first look.
Well, it's more of a collective decision, and the director will, it's actually ultimately the director's vision. And he will take it and bounce it off, and I will be one of the first person that he'll bounce it off.
Right.
Probably if he's got 2-3 options, he'll bounce it off to me, and I'll give my feedback, and we'll take it from the producers and from the music director, cameraman.
Right.
Our very close unit.
Right.
We'll take feedback from everybody, and the answer will pretty much
be around what.
It'll be a common answer. Most likely, it'll be a common answer.
Right.
It could be for the title, it could be for the poster, it could be for the song. It could be for the trailer. So it's nice. It's an accumulated answer.
It's a group effort. What I've seen over there in your industries, there's a lot of unity. There's so much unity, be it because there's a lot of family, there are friends, but it doesn't happen here very often. We attend trailer launches, music launches week after week. It will just be the director, 2 actors, and whatever. What keeps the Telugu film industry so united that, if you will make a call, whoever you call will come?
Well, you can't compare because the dynamics are very different. And what happens is we're also second generation, third generation of actors.
Right.
We all grew up as friends with each other. And we've seen people like Rana and my cousin Charan, and we all grew up together. So it's a very informal thing. So like coming, one actor coming for the other. We're also kind of family friends everywhere. So it's a smaller community.
It is, yeah.
And it's so close knit.
Right. Is there any level of competition?
There will always be. There will always be.
Yeah. Will you see what others are doing? Will they see?
Of course. I appreciate everybody's work.
Yeah.
I draw inspirations every day. I get what do you say? It's nice. Everybody does great work.
Right. When you greenlight a film saying, okay, I will do this next. What is on your mind?
It changes from movie to movie. The priority of that day, whatever the priority of that day is.
Okay.
Earlier for this film, I was thinking I want to do an entertainer film, which I've not done in the last 3 films.
Right.
That was my priority. So, and we did Alavaikuntapura, and it worked out well.
Right.
So the priority keeps changing.
But it's never like it should be 100 crore film. It should run for 5 weeks. It should reach out to the
Nobody
US
can
audience.
plan that way. Those are byproducts. You can't plan for
those are byproducts.
Yeah, those are byproducts.
The collection that you got from the US. Do you go there often? Because clearly there are a lot of fans.
I don't go there very often, but there's a lot of huge Telugu population in the US.
Yeah.
So US is a very big market for Telugu film industry.
Right. But the great thing, even if you don't go there, your social media following is so crazy.
Thank you.
Do you make sure that in some way or the other you're in touch with them? Do you reply to them? Do you take time off?
Reply and interacting with them? No, not much. Very
Why
rarely.
is that?
I don't know. It's just a thing.
It's just a thing. Because you're a private person. That's why.
No, nothing like that. Each to their own. That's all. Sometimes, maybe sometimes I do.
Right.
But when I see something or somebody's work or something I might like.
Right.
But not very often.
It's
just a personal thing. That's all.
It's just a personal thing. Because of such a OTT explosion, the quality of entertainment has gone levels up in the past couple of years. Is that competition for y'all as well? Because your fans are also watching something that's amazing quality. And so is that in your mind when y'all are making a movie that we have to level it up at the same level?
Absolutely. Yeah, we do have that on our mind because there has to be some difference between a cinematic experience and a home theater experience,
right.
A simple phone experience.
Mm-hmm.
There's something called a cinematic experience, so everything has to be larger than life, and we do give preference to that. It's a very important part of our setup.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you make a film that's larger than life and has great sets and all that, would you prefer that people definitely go and watch it in the theater only, or if they watch it on the go, on a train, a bus, in an auto rickshaw, in a taxi, will you be okay with that, or do you prefer?
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that because I believe certain films, everything will coexist.
Right.
Films, people who come to theaters for the experience of theaters will come to theaters. People who want the convenience of watching it on the home theater will watch in home theater. For phone. Right? So as long as people are watching.
So
the medium doesn't matter.
Ultimately,
we do have the love for the big screen, of course.
Of course, every actor has that, right?
Absolutely.
That big screen. What is it that big screen has its own charm? What is it?
Well, nothing. I think undivided attention in a dark room for 3 hours is not available in any other medium.
Absolutely. That's so true.
So you can experience the movie completely.
Right.
In a phone or something, there's always distraction.
There's always distraction.
You're moving from a bus to bus, so you have to interact with others, and so there's you watch it in intervals.
Right. Correct. And also even on your phone, things may pop up, and that, when you come to Mumbai, do you get time to meet your friends? You work with Tabu. Do you take time off to meet people?
Once in a while, because we come to Mumbai only for work mostly.
Right.
So we're in and out of work. Not out for work. Once in a while, we just come to chill for a weekend, like eat in a nice place or something like that with friends from Hyderabad.
Right.
That time sometimes we do catch up.
Right. Personally, what do you like watching? Like when you have a free day, if you had an off day today, what would you go and watch? Would you go to the theatre and watch some actor's movie, or would you sit in your room, watch some Netflix, Amazon?
Depends. I'll do both.
Yeah, you do both.
Yeah, I think I would be spending more time in seeing the more of the Oscar winner films, the best actors, what kind of work they have done, those kind of, what kind of writing that went in, what kind of direction, those aspects. I think I'm very interested personally, also when I'm alone, I think I watch those kind of films.
So
but when I'm with the group and friends, I'd like to watch the general films which are nice in the air, up in the air.
Right.
Like every season's got a good film that's running in the air. So I'd like to watch.
So, I was going to ask you this question because India makes like about 1,000 movies a year, maybe more sometimes. But when we were watching Oscars, a South Korean film goes on to winning the best film, won the best film, best director. Clearly, we are not, India as a country is making a lot of quantity, but we are not scaling it up to reach there. We have not even been in top 5 in many years, even in a foreign language film. Do you all discuss this amongst yourself, that the idea is to get appreciation from even the biggest award of the year?
We always do aspire for something like that.
Right.
But to be very honest, we have a very less understanding of that also, how to get there and how to reach there. We all, we have started to explore through other film festivals and how to get our films out there.
Right.
I think the process just started.
Right.
The awareness just came out,
right.
And now, now that a Asian person has done it, it also gives us more confidence that even we do have a chance. So it's an inspirational thing. It's a very nice, it's like an eye opener for us, and I think we have to explore those aspects as well. Why not?
Right. No, and also, but you have seen progress from 2003 to 9.
Absolutely.
You've seen technology. Are you someone who would introduce new technology on your set? Would you explore new cameras?
I would like to.
You would like to do that?
I would like to,
personally.
Yes. I'm someone who's for technology in work.
In work. Okay.
Not in private life. Not much.
Not in private life.
Not that much.
But tell me, what have things like TikTok? Are these eye openers for someone like you?
Absolutely. Yeah? Absolutely. It gives us so much joy because, at the end of the day, all of us are artists.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful medium for somebody who could not reach to films.
Right.
You can still have recognition in your own platform.
Right.
Few people make it to feature films, few people make it to TV serials, few people make it to OTT platform content. And also, even if you don't make any of this because of your limitations in your life, you still can be a housewife and still be a celebrity. It's a beautiful medium. So I think it's the joy of being an artist.
That's totally right. It's given everybody at least a chance to show their talent. And someone like you sitting and watching, I think your fans can
even in a kitchen, you can just tell the whole world who you are. It's a beautiful opportunity.
It is. So you tell me, anything. You're working with Sukumar again?
Yes.
Well, is that?
It's my third time I'm working with him.
It is your third time. But is that? Could you tell us something? When do you start? At least
I'm going to start another 15-20 days.
15-20 days.
Yes.
And Morkados also your line.
Yeah, we're all in the lineup right now.
So there's interesting lineup. Do you? Well, clearly you're not going to say any of that. We sent out a tweet asking people to send questions.
I saw it trending.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you some of those questions because there was so much interest in asking you questions.
Okay.
One question, which was also my question, which I'm sure you've been asked many times: when will we see you in a Bollywood movie?
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. If there was a choice of working with someone, are there any names in direction, acting you would like to pair with?
There are too many. Oh, pair with.
Yeah.
I think, I like Alia Bhatt.
Right.
I like. There's so many nice actresses. There is There's Deepika Padukone, and there's so many.
Yeah.
I like so many. I mean,
Right.
there's so many.
There's an interesting question that is there any chance that all the big stars in South, so obviously they are naming Pete, Pawan Kalyan, you and others can work in a film together. Is there a chance that...
Well, if there's a script that actually suits all of us,
Right.
and we can justify everybody's role, why not?
So there is, there is a chance somewhere there.
It all depends just on the script.
On the script, okay. If a film doesn't work, I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
compiling questions because too many people have asked similar questions. What do you learn if a film doesn't work? What does failure and success teach you, both? What do you learn from if a film doesn't work? Is there something to learn there? Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity to learn because who we are is actually, I believe, it's the failures that actually make us.
right.
So because your learning curve is much higher, you're open to things, you're open to listening.
Right.
So I think failure teaches you a lot of lessons, and it's okay to fail,
Right.
but it's wrong not to learn from your failure.
Right. Will we ever see you in a all and out dance movie, like a completely dance movie?
Very unlikely. It's not my interest.
And
I believe dance is like a dessert. You can't have a meal full of dessert. It should just be only that
it
much.
should be there as one aspect. Okay. Do you personally enjoy comedy or action? That's
I personally enjoy
doing.
both.
I mean, I think they are asking
Oh,
about
doing.
acting
Oh.
in a movie. Yeah. If you
Both
had-
actually.
you
I enjoy
equally-
both. I enjoy both equally.
Equally. When will we see you with Shah Rukh, Salman, or Amir, or any of the Hrithik, Ranbir? This guy has gone on naming everyone. So, is there any chance of?
Well, if there's a great film and great script, why not?
Why not? So great. Hope you come very often, and hope we get to see you very often. Your film is a great success. So I hope you're enjoying this phase. Thank you so much.
Lovely.